Welcome to our Hong Kong brief program. I am your host, Jenny. Today, we've got some exciting stories to share. First up, a Hong Kong designer has created a super cool, AI-powered system that uses fly larvae to recycle food waste into fertilizer and protein. Her innovative machines, made from upcycled pallets, are perfect for small spaces like schools and hotels. This eco-friendly project is gaining recognition and plans to expand across Asia. Next, in a heartwarming tale of tradition and family, Hui Ka-hung, a lantern maker in Hong Kong, learned the craft from his retired father. Together, they craft beautiful lanterns, mooncakes, and mythical creatures for the Mid-Autumn Festival. Hui hopes to preserve this cultural treasure and even list papercraft as a national heritage. What a lovely way to keep traditions alive. Lastly, be prepared as severe tropical storm Matmo approaches Hong Kong. The city is expected to issue typhoon signal T3 between noon and 2 p.m. on Saturday. Schools will suspend classes for young children and those with disabilities. With winds strengthening and heavy rain on the way, authorities are carefully monitoring the storm's path. Stay safe and keep an eye on updates. Please continue to watch for more detailed content. South China Morning Post reports on Rosie Chan Man Wai, a visionary Hong Kong designer turned innovator, who has created a modular, AI-powered food waste recycling system utilizing black soldier fly larvae. Her design philosophy emphasizes user-friendliness and adaptability, allowing schools, hotels, and businesses to operate the system at varying levels of automation. This eco-friendly approach transforms food scraps into valuable fertilizer and protein, with real-time IoT dashboards and machine learning optimizing larvae activity. Her award-winning startup, Jap Zero Waste, exemplifies how thoughtful design and biology can address urban food waste challenges, earning her recognition and support from universities, government funds, and NGOs. Plans are underway to scale her system for commercial kitchens and pilot projects across Hong Kong and Southeast Asia, showcasing her commitment to sustainable innovation that educates and benefits the community. South China Morning Post also features Hui Ka-hung, a dedicated artisan preserving Hong Kong's traditional papercraft lantern making, a craft intimately tied to cultural festivals like Mid-Autumn. Unlike family businesses handed down through generations, Huey's workshop is a modern renaissance, with his 80-year-old father joining as an apprentice after retirement, eager to keep the craft alive. Huey's journey from childhood involvement to establishing his own business reflects a passion rooted in cultural pride and community service. His meticulous process involves splitting bamboo, mounting fabric, and adding calligraphy, creating vibrant lanterns for festivals worldwide. Hui actively promotes the craft through classes and aims to elevate papercraft to the National Cultural Heritage List, ensuring its recognition and sustainability for future generations. Their shared dedication underscores the importance of craftsmanship in maintaining Hong Kong's cultural identity amid modern challenges. The South China Morning Post reports on the imminent issuance of Hong Kong's T3 typhoon warning signal as severe tropical storm Matmo approaches, prompting authorities to suspend classes for kindergartens and schools for children with disabilities after noon. As Matmo, the 12th storm to threaten the region this year, intensifies and moves west-northwest across the South China Sea, local winds are expected to strengthen, with the storm forecasted to approach the Lizhou Peninsula. The Hong Kong Observatory is closely monitoring the situation, considering higher warning signals depending on storm intensity and wind conditions. Schools are advised to prepare contingency plans and ensure safety before students are allowed to return home. The storm's approach highlights the ongoing vulnerability of Hong Kong to tropical weather, with the city's meteorological agency emphasizing the importance of vigilance and preparedness amidst a record-breaking storm season. South China Morning Post highlights Hong Kong's Cedric Ho Waihang's heartfelt desire to shine on home soil during the upcoming national games, rekindling memories of his past podium moments at the Asian Championships and international competitions like the Paris Grand Palais. Despite recent struggles with adjusting to a new French coach, Hui remains dedicated to overcoming the confusion and stagnation in his results, aiming to secure individual and team medals at the Games. His journey reflects a deep commitment to his sport, emphasizing the importance of the local atmosphere and supporter enthusiasm that once fueled his performances, and he's eager for a strong showing alongside fellow Hong Kong fencers, especially with the regional and international tournaments serving as crucial preparation. The South China Morning Post also details Miniso's ambitious expansion into the designer toy market, blending its traditional offline retail strength with a strategic push into e-commerce tailored to platform-specific consumer behaviors. The Guangzhou-based retailer's recent experiments with product customization, such as launching eye-catching plush toys on Douyin, highlight its focus on leveraging digital marketing, while maintaining immersive physical store experiences like the innovative Miniso Land and Space outlets. These flagship stores, exemplified by the Shanghai location that quickly achieved impressive sales, are designed to elevate the shopping experience and boost premium sales, with plans to expand internationally. Despite the rising importance of online sales, Miniso emphasizes the irreplaceable value of physical stores, especially those offering unique, themed environments that foster customer engagement and higher transaction values. South China Morning Post reports on China's burgeoning biopharmaceutical industry, focusing on the remarkable progress made in drug development and the global recognition of Chinese innovation. Zhao Hong's remarks about Akeso's cancer drug ivonescimab outperforming leading Western medicine symbolize China's rising prowess in oncology and biotech research, supported by a surge in novel drug candidates and increased international collaboration. While the sector experienced a slump after a decade of rapid growth, recent policy reforms, increased R&D investment, and a wave of licensing deals have revitalized confidence, with Chinese firms now leading in certain areas like cancer immunotherapy and obesity treatments. However, experts caution that China still lags behind in the depth of research and global sales infrastructure, and the industry remains a fast follower rather than a pioneer in many fields, with the majority of Chinese drug approvals and breakthroughs still in early stages compared to their Western counterparts. The Sydney Morning Herald vividly captures the relentless scrutiny faced by Nicole Kidman following her separation from Keith Urban, illustrating how societal stereotypes and sexist tropes quickly blame her for the end of their 19-year marriage. Headlines sensationalize her career choices, her sexual roles, and her on-screen intimacy, suggesting these factors contributed to their breakup, implying that her professional success and openness about desire somehow undermined her marriage. Yet, beneath the tabloid frenzy lies a deeper reflection on societal expectations. Women in midlife, especially those who are talented and beautiful, are often shamed or misunderstood when they assert their sexuality or pursue ambitious roles, as Kidman has done with her daring performances. Despite the rumors and superficial narratives, Kidman's own words emphasize her desire to be seen as a powerful, relatable woman navigating the complexities of identity and desire, challenging the cultural tendency to dismiss women's sexuality as a threat or a cause of personal failure. The South China Morning Post discusses Hong Kong's ongoing efforts to address environmental challenges through the waste charging scheme, a policy that has faced multiple delays but remains a vital tool in waste management. Despite economic headwinds and political hurdles, officials emphasize that the scheme is still on standby, with plans to reintroduce it when necessary. The scheme's core idea, charging residents for waste disposal via prepaid bags, aims to reduce landfill overflow and promote recycling, but public resistance and logistical issues have hindered its implementation. The government's cautious approach reflects a broader strategy to balance environmental urgency with economic and social realities, recognizing that the scheme's success depends on public awareness and industry cooperation. As landfills fill up and environmental pressures mount, the article underscores the importance of refining and deploying this tool effectively, urging authorities not to lose sight of the pressing need for sustainable waste management in Hong Kong's future. Finally, the South China Morning Post highlights Karen Pittman's rising prominence through her role as Mia Jordan in Apple TV Plus's The Morning Show, a series that has captivated audiences with its behind-the-scenes look at media power struggles. Pittman's compelling performance, which earned her an Emmy nod, has sparked curiosity about her background. A Mississippi native raised in Nashville, she studied voice and opera before transitioning into acting, with a career that spans theater, television, and film. Her journey reflects resilience. She has balanced her career with motherhood and was previously involved in venture capital, bringing depth and authenticity to her characters. Currently engaged and raising 2 children, Pittman's story embodies the modern actress's multifaceted life, illustrating how talent, perseverance, and personal authenticity propel her into the spotlight while inspiring viewers with her diverse achievements and grounded perspective. The South China Morning Post vividly captures the essence of Jane Birkin's enigmatic persona, blending her iconic public image with a deep dive into her private complexities. Meltzer's portrayal of Birkin as nonchalance personified reveals a woman who was much more than her glamorous exterior. She was layered, neurotic, jealous, and intensely passionate about her career. Through intimate diary entries and candid reflections, the book uncovers her as an every woman, struggling with her sense of self amid the mythic image she cultivated. Her effortless style, casual outfits, and bohemian attitude contrasted sharply with her inner vulnerabilities and tumultuous relationships, especially with Serge Gainsbourg. Meltzer emphasizes Birkin's independence, her choice to keep her own name, and her seamless integration into French culture, which allowed her to reinvent herself beyond the muse and accessory archetype, ultimately illustrating her as a portal into understanding the human condition and self-reinvention. The South China Morning Post explores Hong Kong's housing crisis with a fresh perspective, emphasizing how strategic, human-centric urban planning could unlock hidden potential within the city's limited land resources. It advocates for a life-stage-aware approach, encouraging seniors to relocate from central, aging public housing to more suitable, emerging districts, thereby freeing prime urban space for younger, working residents. Drawing on models from London and Singapore, the article highlights how thoughtful policies, such as downsizing programs and designated senior communities, can harmonize social needs and economic efficiency. The vision is to reimagine city planning as a dynamic, humane process, where small household decisions ripple outward, transforming urban landscapes into vibrant, inclusive neighborhoods that serve all generations while preserving Hong Kong's core economic strengths. The South China Morning Post addresses the silent threat of chlamydia, a prevalent yet often unnoticed STI that can cause lifelong health issues like infertility if untreated. Through personal stories and expert insights, it underscores the importance of regular testing, especially given the ping-pong effect of reinfection between partners. Rosa's candid account of her diagnosis and subsequent treatment highlights the stigma and shame often associated with STIs, emphasizing the need for open communication and education. Wong's professional advice reinforces that condoms remain the most effective protection, and that early detection and treatment are vital in preventing severe reproductive health complications. The article advocates for destigmatizing STI testing, framing it as a responsible, health-conscious choice and a crucial step toward ending the silence around these silent infections. CNN reports that a new wave of youth-led protests, driven by Generation Z, is sweeping across the globe, potentially surpassing the scale and impact of past protests like those in 2019 and 2011. These protests, fueled by social media and digital platforms, are erupting in countries such as Nepal, Morocco, Madagascar, the Philippines, Indonesia, Serbia, Kenya, Paraguay, and Peru, united by common grievances over corruption, poor public services, inequality, and political instability. Experts like Shauna McDonald and Michelle Chen emphasize that this movement signifies a new protest culture, rapidly organized, highly connected, and globally resonant, thanks to Gen Z's digital fluency. From Madagascar's social media-driven Gen Z Madagascar protests to Morocco's demonstrations over social justice and public service issues, young people are using platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and Discord to amplify their voices, unify disparate groups, and challenge governments. While protests led by youth are historically common, the current digital age accelerates their spread and visibility, making this possibly just the beginning of a broader, more persistent global youth movement, one that might define 2025 as the year of the protest. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.